Hi. I'm Bobby. I am a robot cat. I was perusing through Instagram when I decided to check in on Lord Farquaad. I used to cover her quite a bit, although I am unsure at the time if I will bother with the lawsuit until something new happens. Considering many other YouTubers have followed the 7M kerfuffle, and I feel that is unfair to come in late as if I have been here the entire time. Never mind. Anyhow, Catherine made a post stating that an FLDS-funded construction site was only just over an hour's drive from her home. And that she may go out there and snoop around. Well, I decided to have a look for myself. It turns out that this is partially true. There is a FLDS-funded construction site near her, except it is not in her state of Minnesota. It is actually apparently in Wisconsin. I found the article she posted in her Instagram, and then I located another article that better explains the issue. According to a publication called Country Today, who posted this article on the 9th of April, it is true that the FLDS has funded what seems to be a farm in the works. A high-ranking member of a polygamous sect with multiple federal convictions has purchased more than 80 acres in Dunn County. The move appears to parallel prior efforts to establish a similar compound in Minnesota. Seth Jeffs purchased 4 parcels totaling 80.5 acres near the town of Lucas in June 2020. Dunn County records show the sales took place slightly more than a year after construction of a 5,760 square foot building at a similar site in Minnesota was halted due to wetlands concerns. Jeffs is the brother of Warren Jeffs, the leader of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints who is viewed as a prophet by his followers. Warren Jeffs is serving a life sentence after his 2011 conviction on 2 counts of sexual assault of a child. While a fugitive fleeing charges, Warren Jeffs was placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. The article goes on to describe the conditions and circumstances surrounding the arrest of Warren Jeffs. It then moves on to the topic of the Wisconsin project, and why it did not come to fruition in Minnesota. The 40-acre Minnesota site, to which Jeffs was linked in 2019, drew strong concerns from neighbors. Law enforcement said at the time it was monitoring the situation, but there was little it could do unless evidence emerged of laws being broken. News reports from the time show authorities ordered a halt to construction of a compound on the land after an inspection found disruption to the landscape, outside of all relevant permits. Dunn County Sheriff Kevin Bygd said his office is well aware of Jeff's purchase of the land. He received an anonymous tip around the time of the purchase. Given the previous history of the Jeffs family and FLDS encounters with law enforcement, it's something he keeps in mind. The names come up. It's on our radar, he said. It goes on to state that while there is some construction completed on the Minnesota property, because the project was halted, the larger concern is now the Wisconsin property. So, do we think Catherine Joy will take a day trip to Wisconsin? Or, we'll see attempt to burglar the Minnesota site? I suppose the bigger question would be what will she do if armed fundamentalists catch her there? It's a legitimate question. Never mind, a very small part of me does hope she makes the trip. Except that we all know she never leaves her home. That is all I have for now. Cheers.